Hey, how's it going, guys? Chocolate here with you today, and welcome to our final episode of our Abraham Lincoln campaign, going for a science victory, which we are on track to achieve this episode due to having launched the exoplanet expedition last episode. It has already traveled 8 light years out of 50, currently traveling at 1 light year per turn, but this episode is all dedicated to speeding up this process. Because we, at the end of last episode, unlocked Off-World Mission, which opened the Launch Lagrange Laser Station mission project and the Build Terrestrial Laser Station project, both of which achieve the same thing, just in different methods of speeding up your how many turns it takes for the exoplanet expedition to complete. So we can launch these missions in every single city we have a spaceport in, hence why I built so many spaceports in as many cities as possible. Like, we have one here in Charleston, we have one here in St. Louis, I think, we have one here in New Orleans, we have one in Baltimore. Washington, of course, was responsible for launching all these missions. Chicago has one, Buffalo has one, Dallas has one, San Diego has one. Yeah, so in all these cities with spaceports, we'll be able to launch these missions, and these missions will speed up the path to the end of the game for us, which I strongly believe will be this episode. So while these get repaired, LA, we'll get on those projects in just a second. Let's just get everything else out of the way. LA actually doesn't need this trader because LA is not working on these. I'm gonna put in St. Louis. We do also have Carl Sagan and Sergei Korolev to boost these projects. I shouldn't actually use them in Washington because Washington's high production. Why don't we get you to... Let's check. So, Buffalo, this is why we amassed aluminum as well. Each one of these, if we run the Lagrange Laser Station one, consumes 30 aluminum. And we are earning 18 aluminum per turn. Very nice. So it takes 2 turns to accumulate back what we're using. Let's go ahead and do this then. So 4 turns in Buffalo to launch one. Dallas takes 5 turns. I would like to repair the coal power plant. I'm actually going to take a turn to do that, and then we'll launch from there. Oh, LA does have one, actually. I didn't pay attention. Oh, LA takes 3 rather than 4. That's nice to see. So let's go ahead and launch another one. Chicago also does 3. And I will similarly do another one. Aluminum continues to go down as we consume with each one of these. New Orleans is 5 turns. So I am going to come use Sergei on this spaceport. Hey, we have a giant death robot. This boat that has survived the entire game here shall now perish. It was a good life you had. Literally thousands of years that boat spent in that body of water. I don't want to upgrade my planes. Don't feel like it. Go ahead and get vision on the camp so we can bring it down. One, 2, 3. You don't even reach this tile. There's no use to improve that. There is use to chop this, though. And to chop this. Okay. I need to get over here. How do I not move that fast, really? Yeah, you go do whatever you want. Okay, this builder's working on improving all these tiles before we put this vampire castle down. We're clearing out these miniature ice that have been plaguing the waters down here. Okay, yeah, so 5 turns for New Orleans. I will go ahead and do this one. St. Louis, 3 turns. That's good to see. Do another one. How's our aluminum doing? Oh, we can only run one more. And we definitely want to do it in, wait, what? Okay, there we go. Yeah, we definitely want to do it in Washington, because Washington's only 2 turns. I am going to do the power one in Washington. I think we have the capabilities to handle the power here. San Diego is also going to do a power one. This is what we build hydroelectric dams for. Yep. Okay. 1 turn on Baltimore to be able to build one as well. And honestly, yeah, let's do Future Tech because it gives a 5% production towards city projects each time it's completed. I don't particularly need these. This does give me the ability to jump with my giant death robot, which is a lot of fun, but this is our priority for another time. There we got John Roebling. We can improve housing and amenities in our cities. I'll do one in Boston. New York is not helping the space race, but they can boost their culture. Faras is gonna build a hydroelectric dam. Faras is at 17 population. What Farms does to a mofo. Library done. Let's go to the university. Alright, there's 1 turn done. And as these launch, we're just gonna get towards the end of the game faster and faster. So it shouldn't be longer than, say, 10 turns until we finish. I want to say even less, probably. Because these are all gonna launch almost at the same time. And each of them increases it by 1. So 5 launch, then it's now 5 per turn every time. And 5 per turn means that 10 turns to take, but we'll be past 10 turns until we're done, so definitely going to be finished fast here. So while the game wraps up here, what do I think about the game we played? I talked a lot about Abe Lincoln, my thoughts on him in the last episode. Hopefully a review video comes out one day, but no promises anymore. But how about the game? Because the Gaul game that we played prior to this did not go our way. That's not to say it went horribly, right? Like, we still won. But we came into that game wanting to do certain things that we just could not do. This game, however, we came into this game and accomplished pretty much everything we wanted to do. Now, there were a couple of wonders we got screwed out on. I'm still very salty. I could not get Oxford University, and I mean, I think I mentioned this in one of my episodes following us losing Oxford. But I did actually catch that, what's his face? Babylon was building Oxford University already in one episode, and then the next episode just completely forgot about that until it was too late. So that's a little irritating, but there's not honestly much I could have done to get Oxford. It's one of the issues with Hammurabi in the game. It's just going to be really tough to build certain things because he unlocks tech so much faster than you, due to just needing to boost the damn thing. Go to Washington. Okay. Oh, no. Go to New Orleans. 2 turns on that. Die. Can someone take that? Yeah, the vampire can. Were we not doing one in Dallas? Oh no, we repaired the thing, right. So let's go ahead and launch one. We still have 42, so I can go ahead and launch one in Baltimore as well. Yeah, Baltimore also only does 2 turns, so that's very nice. Cool. Moreau. Just work on a military academy. Legit, who cares? the research lab. We're back to the number we saw before we switched off communism. Wait, is there no rail here? Weird. Let's use you in New York. Oh, we can use it one more time. Hey, New York grew up to 12 population finally. It was stuck for so long. Boston and New York were both so stuck. Giant death robot. Oh, that's who's gonna clear the... So you go back to your castle. Hey, sweet, that shop to turn off. Oh, they're in. I love giant death robots. It was cool I got again to use them actually with Nubia. You're still waiting. We have money? Yeah, we have money. I'm gonna buy both these tiles. And chop. Hold on tight, buddy. Hello. Goodbye. So back to my thoughts. Yeah, this was probably the game that went the smoothest. The Alexander game went pretty smoothly, but that one early on was a bit of a hassle. This one, like, I don't think we experienced a single issue besides having wonders taken. Like, Egypt threatened us. Catching up to her was a bit of a work, but like there's a difference between having to work a little and just generally having the game be against you. Losing the wonders, I mean, definitely sucks. Forbidden City, I mean, we had so much time to do that and I just didn't. Kilwa, again, so much time to do that and I just didn't. Oxford definitely sucked, but again, like, I can't expect everything to go correctly. We're gonna use this right now. There's our first laser station. Alright, so now we are going 2 light years per turn towards the victory. What do you say we launch another? Should I do the... I can't afford the aluminum. So we're doing that. And that's going to be the end of New Orleans' building. Where's Crossing? Oh, he's here. Yeah, I'm going to want to use him. Yeah, so like, sure, sucks that didn't get Oxford. Sucks that the wonders kept getting... Jesus Christ, wrong man, shut up. Sucks that the wonders I wanted got taken, but other than that, like, the printing machine we had on these units was like insane. It really is an insane ability to have. It's not broken. It's by no means broken. At the end of the day, it is just melee units. And let's not forget that with a COD not in this game, we would not be able to stomp cities nearly as hard as we would. A COD being in this game definitely helped a lot. You can't always count on that, especially non-Barbarian Clans mode games. It's part of why I put Barbarian Clans mode into this, although a COD was a natural city-state spawn, luckily for us. But yeah, the map generation we had. Oh, there's another one. I don't think I'll sit through every single one of these, will I? I mean, it's always fun to watch.
A people without the knowledge.
Why did we? Oh, right, because we're circling back to the civics we need there. I don't need anything else. We're good. All right. We don't have the aluminum, so we're gonna have to launch another one of these. We're still doing good with power, which is nice. New York built an amphitheater. Can build an art museum. Charleston has a spaceport, so Charleston should launch one of these. Nuri. Aquarium, who cares? Kawabunga dude. I don't even mind that he settled the city. He can have land. I've had so much land. Plus we like him. He's a friend. He's friend-shaped. Builder, please. Where's Constantine? Come activate. Honestly. It's another light year. You can see why I said we'll finish the game this episode. We're just gonna launch these so fast. We're now traveling 3 light years per turn. And next turn, that's gonna go by 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna go by 4. We're gonna be doing +7 per turn. Yeah, this game's gonna end very soon. Precisely. Yeah, so the game went very much our way, printing all the units we needed. Honestly, having Egypt as a neighbor was also kind of a blessing. She was pretty aggressive. I'm very happy she declared war on us because that gave us an excuse to then go on her. I think it lowered the grievances we had. We didn't even do that much, and not killing her probably helped on the grievances side, but like I conquered 2 capitals. I'm very surprised that I'm allied to 4 players, and one of them does not hate me. So yeah, this game went very smoothly, regardless of the wonder issues. That's just some mistakes that I made, honestly. Well, maybe not for Oxford, but like Forbidden City was a big mistake on my end. Not getting kill was same thing. So yeah, that is more on my end than the game's end. This, like, the map generation for this game was very nice. Having these campuses, like this plus 1, 2, 3, 5 campus here, having a +7 campus over here to build. Same thing here. Actually, what's this +7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's +6. Having a +7 campus over here in New York, like, it just helped me with the science early on so much. For a science game, you want something like this. You can just generate so much science early on, and it helped me stay toe-to-toe with Egypt. She was way ahead, of course, but the AI always will be. But it helped me still be in a good position. I was behind her very, like, big time, but like everybody else was was behind me, so I very much was in a really good position in this game. I don't think there was a single point in the game where I was like in trouble compared to some of our other games like Gaul. I remember the first several episodes was just trying to catch up to the AI. But that one, the Gaul one was what was interesting about it is because we had so much space, technically there wasn't as big of a concern. Like I was playing catch up for a lot of the game, but like again, unless you're prioritizing the science, you will be behind, especially on difficulties above Prince, like King, Emperor, Immortal, and DD. Like you will always be behind at the start. Catch up was like less so here because I like focused doing the science, right? Otherwise I would have been like just as behind as I was in my Gaul game. But the Gaul game, we were looking to do plenty of other things. That's the thing with diplomatic victories, you're not just looking at science, you're looking at everything. And with Gaul, you're looking at production, which we were trying to do a lot of. So yeah, but I mean, again, we went into the Gaul game wanting to use a military to conquer things around us, and then it ended up being that nobody was around us. I even put 2 additional players in that game because I know that Highlands maps just do not have a lot of water and therefore have a ton of space. And yeah, we ended up insanely far from every other player. In that series, I even go on to count like how close we are to all the other capitals, and we're really far from them. So yeah, we didn't get to do that aspect of the game, which we pretty much made up for in this game. Having Egypt and Nubia next to us, and being able to generate a strong army pretty freely. We ended up using that in the manner that we wanted to use our army in the Gaul game. So kind of a redemption in that sense, even though the point here was not a diplomatic force, it was a force to take out any issue I had near me and maintain my ability to stomp the competition in science. I don't know where I want to use you. Honestly, Thebes. Who cares? So yeah, as opposed to the Gaul game, this game went very smoothly. I might say the smoothest game we've had so far. It's just hilarious. Like, look, another one. From Kawa, I think? No. Where'd you come from? You came from somewhere. I don't know where you came from. I also don't care. Yeah, just the insane amount of infantry we got. Like, it's so helpful. And military, as I mentioned way at the start, I think does synergize with science pretty well, because you always want, like, in science you want to be ahead in the techs, and when you're ahead in the techs, it means you have stronger units. So having stronger units gives you more military capabilities. So yeah, this game was very fun. This game went very smoothly. I'm very happy with what we were able to accomplish. I don't have a railroad here. Oops. Like, everything I wanted to do with the Emancipation Proclamation worked very nicely. I also, like, didn't even talk about it much. Industrial zones give us the loyalty. So building industrial zones everywhere helped us, helped keep loyalty in some of these cities. It sucks that I couldn't get my industrial zone down in LA before it flipped when we hit the Dark Age, because that would have probably have kept LA in our control. That Dark Age was brutal. That was probably the only like, cork in our path. I don't think that's a right saying, but I'm gonna say it because sometimes I know English well, possibly can't speak, you know. Yeah, that was probably the only fork in our road. That's a better saying. But, like, even something as minor as that, we had the military to take that back immediately. Like, it gave us a little bit of a detour, but it didn't really, like, ruin anything we were doing. The Dark Age we suffered when we were playing with the Gauls was way more significant, even though we lost less. Oh crap, I'm out of builder charges. Get another. You can go on a journey. Hold on tight, buddy, hold on tight. So yeah, no real issues, I would say, this game. Plus, we were given a very nice spawn for the science things we wanted to do. I'm very happy we had Egypt as a neighbor to be aggressive against us. Plus, on top of that, she was the biggest competition this game. So having the biggest competition be our neighbor helped us deal with it a lot better. Because say if Canada was the issue this game, we would have to bring an entire force to their land to take care of it, which just put such a delay on things. What is this? Oh. I never reach far enough into games with all these secret societies to know what the last stage is. Like, I didn't know that you could airlift between vampire castles. Oh, speaking of which, I want to do that when I get this one. Yeah, really fun game. We built up our science in the start. Then, once we did that, we were able to shift into expanding, getting some other cities down. I'm not gonna watch every single one of these, I'm sorry. Like, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 launched this turn. And we completed the future tech for the first time. Zoom out. Okay. Another one is gonna launch next turn. Along with another one. Along with another one. Along with another one. So 4 more next turn. We're now 8 light years per turn. So the game ends in, I gotta do math, my weakness, 22, 30, 38, Math. 46. It ends in 5 turns. And that's gonna... Then that's in less than that because I mean 4 more are about to launch. We're doing the future tech again? No, I don't know. Yeah, we want to do that again. Oh, there we go. Now the road works. Thought we took care of that. Baltimore. We're gaining aluminum very nicely. I'm happy about that. Oh, 1 turn. Yeah, launch 1. So there's another one. 3 turns. Might as well. I mean, the game's gonna be over in 3 turns, basically. Boston did a power plant. I don't know. Build a spy. You're not gonna complete it. The game's over. So what I was saying, we focused on the science. Then we were able to, like, after we did 3 cities that each had a very good... Actually, we didn't even do Boston. We just did New York and Baltimore. But the important thing was getting these like great campuses, like this one and this one. Then we started expanding. So we had like a steps of what we wanted to focus on. So first the science, specifically the campuses. Then expanding. Then, I mean, it was back to campuses because our universities were unlocked. So we started building up campuses in, well, we got the Boston one, St. Louis. Actually, never got one. So, but we built aqueducts and dams, preparing for high adjacency industrial zones. This is another thing about Abraham Lincoln that I think works really well for me. I've mentioned this with the Gauls. I usually delay my industrial zones until later in the game, because what I like to do is I like to set up the aqueducts and the dams so that the adjacency of the industrial zone, when I complete it, is really high. So the industrial zone comes in generating a lot of production from the start. Yeah, I just built terrestrial missions. And having America give you free melee units for finishing an industrial zone or its buildings just encourages the play of delaying these industrial zones even more, because you want to delay them until you can unlock a strong melee unit for free. I feel like it works with the infantry the best. Just where that unit is on the tech tree and what you usually require for it just makes it fit into being the unit you use with your industrial zone the best, I think. Yeah, we're just launching all these. Some of these aren't even going to launch. I don't know. Why do you not have a harbor? That's a good question. But who cares? Oh, hey, another mechanized infantry. They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. Oh, we can't jump. That sucks. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Hello. Goodbye. And you. Does he die? Yes. So yeah, that's the summary of this game. I think it went very smoothly. I think we got the gist of what we wanted to do in this game happen. And that was build up our science, have a good science generation from the map we have. I like that America has a mountain bias. It works really well. And then prepare for industrial zones, settle at, like, we didn't go that wide this game. We got a few cities down. I think like the core cities we got were like St. Louis, New Orleans, Charleston. Did we get LA before? I think we did. Buffalo, and then like Chicago and San Diego were a little after. I mean, our empire is big now, but that's mostly from the wars we did later. Like all this frontier was fought through loyalty. Basically like Kawa and Ewanwa. Nekken we even took being free. So, oh, another city. What's this one? Oh, Kansas City. Ain't no pronunciation issues when I know what's the American cities that they are. Just in case anyone was wondering, I am not American, but I will not reveal my... I mean, it's not that big a mystery, but I'll reveal it when I feel like it. Again, not that big a mystery. You'll probably know. But I am not American. But I do know quite a bit about America. I'm out of ideas for what to do with y'all. Oh my god, this poor vampire. He might not even get to place the castle. Yeah, to summarize what I've been saying basically over and over. Very smooth game. Love the map generation. Everything we wanted to do basically got accomplished. So overall, very good time. And I hope that came through, this game. Hope that showed. I know the Gaul game, I think towards the end, like, especially me, like, looking back at it, like, you could tell I was, like, not enjoying it. I was enjoying it. I think the Gauls are relatively fun. But just a little bummed at how things were going. Because the things we wanted to coming into the game, were not happening necessarily the way we expected. Come over here. Hold on. Hey, Kansas. Yellow Harbor. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and steal this tile. We're not working it? Okay. Okay. How we doing? Still a layers per turn? Oh, that's gonna change. I think we have like 2 turns left in this game. I think if I had to say where Abe would fall, it's a little tough because, again, as I mentioned, I do think I'm... 1 second. Failed bans. I do think... I mean, I know Bull Moose Teddy is a civ that I like better. I think I lean towards Rough Rider Teddy as well, more than Abe. Again, this was pretty... Well, it was fun. But something about having the ability that we have with the civ we're playing, I think it just hampers how much I enjoy when I can't use every aspect of the civ. Still a lot of fun, but it's what makes me enjoy the other 2 Teddies better. Their abilities just fit into the rest of America's kit better. That being said, I do think it's going above Alexander. I mean, I'm not really hiding it. I'm not a fan of Alexander. The Alexander game was fun, but I'm not a huge fan of Alexander. There's another. There's another. There's another. There's another 5. 5. I don't know why it keeps zooming in all the way for some reason. Build the mine, and we can finally place this castle down. What's the castle given? 5 science. Actually, we can just hover over. 13 gold, 13 food, 14 production, and 5 science. Better late than never. I'm gonna try the airlifting. Useless as all heck, but I will grab it. Yeah, the kind of challenge I went into this game with was just not really building a military, but just getting a bunch of free units, and we did that very well. I didn't build a single melee unit this entire game, which I'm very happy about. Just getting our vampires for free, and all our melee units for free through our industrial zones. We built a few calves. Actually, did we build that many calves? I built a horseman, but we got knights for free because of the craters. So I think we may have legitimately only built like 3 units this game. I remember we got a crossbowman. He's still kicking. Yeah, he's up here. Well, we got a slinger turned archer turned crossbowman. Or maybe we just got an archer. I don't remember how we started as a young lad. Did we do the 2 levels? We did not. Oh wait, we stole the great work? Oh, sick. This. Washington. Oh, how are we doing here? 13 light years per turn, meaning 32, 45, 45. This is just wait. This game ends in 3 turns. Potentially 2? No, not potentially 2. It ends in 3 turns. Okay, the game ends in 3 turns. There's no point launching anymore. It's not gonna change anything. Actually, no, because 2 turns, yeah, it's not gonna do anything. They don't launch fast enough to turn it into 15. If we can turn it into 15 per turn, that'd be different, but we can't. Grab an encampment. Sure. Let's do an archaeologist. Buffalo soldier. Coal power plant. I want another builder here. I'm actually gonna try and chop all this stuff right now. I was saying something. I don't remember what I was saying. How's our score? We're over 2,000. I don't think we're gonna reach the... What's it called? What's your name? Caesar. I guess the Caesar level. Oh yeah, you're useless. Whatever. Sucks I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, I was gonna build, damn it. I was gonna build a turbine there. Traveling giant death robot. Right. Oh, I was gonna compare him to the rest of the civs I played. Yeah, Alexander, not a big fan of. Minotaur might even be less. No, I don't think a Minotaur is less than Alexander. But both of them are very generic to me. Minotaur might be because of my impression of a score victory that I had with her. The score victory was so brutal in terms of length. Yeah, just go to Baltimore, who cares? One more is going to launch next turn. So, yeah, we need... Actually, is it 15 more? It is 15 more. Oh, it could have been 1 turn if this launched, like, this turn. But it doesn't. Let's get cybernetics. It lets us jump. Charleston. Spell sewer. Kawa. airlift, baby. Eh, I can go all the way here. That's sick. I'll have to keep note of that for future things. Now, does Abe go over Ambiorix? I would say no. Ambiorix, I mean, Ambiorix is also a civ, like an entire civ that I came into having never experienced. Having played them now, I can, like, if I go into another game with them, know what I want out of the game with them. Because the difference between, like, reading what they do and, like, knowing it, and, like, playing what they do and seeing firsthand what you're capable of achieving with a civ. And Ambiorix is definitely a civ that I know if I play a little more, I think I would absolutely really like. Not love, but really, really like. He doesn't quite reach the level of love for me as some other civs. He's basically under all the civs I love to play. He's a fun civ, he's a good civ, I like him, but I don't love him. Abe, I mean, as I mentioned, it doesn't help when the other two leaders I think are better, more compatible, and more enjoyable. I mean, this might be a civ some people enjoy more than the other two teddies. I love Bomu's teddy though. But I'll have to play him again to see how I truly feel. What am I building here? I'm wasting so much time. Come on, we can end the episode. We can finish. Repair the defenses. Really wasting time here. Hangar. We're done. Wait, builder, please. So yeah, I don't think he overtakes Ambiorix, but I think he overtakes the other two. I'll have to really think about it though. I'm not saying this confidently. I think this is one of the few times I am exiting a playthrough not confidently knowing how I feel about the civ. It's kooky. It's like a kooky ability. The Emancipation Proclamation, the best way I can describe it is that it's a kooky ability. Like I don't think, like I think just the ability alone, it just makes it an interesting experience, a very different way of playing America. It's not ideal, but it's still like good. Generally just good. I just wish it played into the rest of what the civ is capable of. Let's steal Romeo and Juliet. Okay, you're done. Sleep. You're also done. Go explore. Oh my god, how many more units? Oh god, okay. Alright, one more turn, ladies and gentlemen. You all suck. You can't play for crap. We're gonna launch one more just for the heck of it. Norway switched to fascism. Oh no, Norway. Oh, 2. Okay. Oh, 3. What? I'm not even paying attention.
Again to the light of
Fortunately, it couldn't be a bit earlier because we're literally a turn off. But it is 17 per turn now. So this is the last turn. Crap. Not who I meant to use. We have 4 vampires, don't we? I thought yeah, we do. The other one is sitting here. Okay. Let's wrap it up. Go to Washington. No, go to Baltimore. Who cares? I do want to remain allied with you into our victory, though. Thank you for being so generous. Cool. Come on. Build a barracks. Build a settler. Build a giant death robot. Build an encampment. Build a stock exchange. Build an airport. Build a spy. Build. Our first ever holy site anywhere? Like us building one, I mean? What about a neighborhood? Nah. Builder. Who cares? Build a builder. Hangar. Come on! Shipyard for eternity. You terrible, terrible city. San Jose, am I right? All you San Franciscans know. San Francisconians? Sewer. Oh my god, did everyone finish the stuff they're building? Arena. Go. Oh my god, go. 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 Do this. What else? Chop. Build this. Kill you. And clear everything off the board. Alright. Let's click next turn. Congrats, Simon. I do not care. I'm getting off this damn planet. Come on. There it is.
Much as our ancestors did ages ago, we thrust forward into the unknown. The first pioneers set forth on an uneasy course. And yet once again did our people thrive. Now, under your leadership, we plot a new course and make another world our own.
And there is our first science victory in our Civilization 6 A to Z challenge. We look at the ranking. There's a lot of funny things in Civ. This is one of the funniest things ever. We very fittingly got the ranking of Abraham Lincoln and our score ranking. So second time now we have not reached the Augustus Caesar ranking, but that's to be expected. That unless you're conquering the entire world, like good freaking luck. We don't really care about the score. I mean, I'm like, come on, this stuff writes itself. Like, this is beautiful. We get the Abraham Lincoln ranking. Fantastic. Let's look at the graphs here. I love seeing how we're with them, and then bye-bye. Buildings constructed. Cities captured. We did like a bit late, but America is a later game Civ. Excuse me. Cities founded. We're keeping up, and then bye-bye. Cities lost. This is Simon, Minotaur, and Cleo. Oh, why is she white? Whatever. Cities lost. Districts constructed. I love seeing like that again. Great people earned. Oh wow, we were who's this? Oh, Hammurabi. Yeah, Hammurabi. So Hammurabi was our big competition in this game. It didn't look like it because again his science is so low compared to everyone else because of the minus 50% science. But yeah, he was definitely our competition once Egypt was taken out of the picture. Like, look at that, Egypt at the start was up there. Although Egypt is this color. Where is... What am I looking for? Districts, escape people, area, number of combats. Keep it low, and then we chose violence. Player culture. We honestly never even... right at the end, we took first place, but... Yeah, culture was never our focus this game. Again, interesting as America, not to prioritize culture, but we did not lead the game in culture like at any point up until the end. Era score, finished the highest. Faith, not important at all for us. Second game in a row where I'm not playing around a faith economy. Most of our games actually haven't been faith economy. Like even our Manator game, I didn't play around faith that much, which is interesting because I do actually like playing around faith quite a bit, especially with monumentality as an option. I like going faith civs a lot. It gives you such a powerful early game. I love the gold chart always looking like a hard monitor every single time. Science, look at that. Kept up. This is Egypt here that we're like combating for first. She drops a bit, comes up, and then we start pillaging her to the ground, and yeah, she goes down here, and then oh no, she's here. Oh, right around here is when we start pillaging the crap out of her, so she goes all the way down, and then we come back and we kill her. So there goes our science. Player score, nice. Governor titles. Good for, is this Laurier? Yeah, it's Laurier, because he got the Casa. Governors. We did not grab everyone. In fact, I think we only grabbed 4. We didn't grab Moksha, Victor, or Reina, which might be the first time in a long-ass time I do not grab Reina. Religions. Every freaking time. Such a useless chart. Units killed. Nice. Wabam. Units lost. It's Nubia? Yeah, it's Nubia. We went pretty ham on her. And more declarations received as Egypt. From all the city-states. Wars declared. Oh, surprisingly... Oh, did I only do 1? Oh, no, wait. I definitely did declare war on Egypt. Oh, it's 2. Okay. Yeah, I see. It's 2. Because we were here, and then we were there. And wonders constructed. We got the most in the game. Less than 12 is that? Or is that exactly 12? I think it's 11. Yeah, interesting. Not a lot. Not few, but not a lot. Let's go ahead and go back here. Let's go back into our map.
There is any work in the after
hey, we finished cybernetics and finished near future government. Take a look at our mighty empire. Not the mightiest we've ever had. That will usually happen though when you're going for something that isn't domination or score. Our Bjork's one was bigger just because of the insane amount of space we had with him. But this one ended up pretty big. We ended up settling quite a bit offshore. Really good spawn, especially considering I generated a map that I thought would require me to be way more naval than I was. It's not that I wanted to be insanely naval, but I wasn't against the idea. But yeah, we ended up only doing, like, Charleston became our only, like, actual port city. Egypt had more water to work with. But yeah, Philadelphia never even took off, man. What a shame. Philadelphia was such a waste. But yeah, to sum it all up, I think this game is very fun. Probably the smoothest game I've had for me. Abe was kooky. Again, I'll say it. Abe is just kooky. Like the infantry generation was just nuts. Fun to work with, fun to try out, fun to play with, but not amongst my favorites. It's just generally this was a fun game. This was fun to try. This was fun to do, and I'm glad I got the chance to try them out. And I do generally like science games, so this was fun to play another one. Looking forward to the next time we do it, which might be a while, but I always enjoy my science games. But that brings us to the end of our Abraham Lincoln series, or rather Abraham Lincoln campaign, with the science victory achieved. It was a blast, very good one. I hope you got science victory tips out of it. If you didn't for some reason know how science victory works, I hope you got Abraham Lincoln tips out of it. Just the sheer power of Emancipation Proclamation, the military you can get out of it, very useful, not just for science games, definitely for domination games, and useful for having like a diplomatic game military force to use. Yeah, good time, good game. I will close it off on that note. So I'm gonna say thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see, go ahead and like the video. And if you want to see more of these Civilization 6 campaigns, go ahead and subscribe. There should be a new one coming soon. I mean, I know I said with Emburix we might get one, but then things ended up coming up. But this time around, I have a feeling that we'll get at least another series out before I go on another lengthy hiatus. So if you want to be around for that, make sure to subscribe. And until the next campaign, as part of our Civilization 6 challenge, A to Z challenge that is, I will see you.